Hello, folks. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Plucking Petals podcast with James and Kyle. As always, I am Kyle.
And I'm James.
As we go a little something like, little something like this.
It's all about the good, bad, love, hate. How are you doing, good sir?
I literally just walked in the door after driving home from Michigan because we went to a wedding this weekend.
How was the wedding?
It's actually a good time. Beautiful ceremony. It was at, so it's one of Elisa's friends, and it was at the friend's mother's house, and it was this beautiful
That's always nice.
house on like a little lake in Brighton, Michigan.
Ooh, that sounds
nice.
fancy.
I really want a house like that.
Why? What kind of house do they have?
So the house was really nice, but what was cool is it's right on the lake. So they own a pontoon boat. The neighbors own jet skis that they let them use, and
Hell yeah.
We
Were you on a jet ski this weekend?
Know how much I like jet skis.
Jet
I
skis
didn't
are
get
the
to jet
best.
ski this weekend.
That's sad. You look a little sunburnt. You look
Yeah.
got a little sun.
I got they were nice enough to let me fish off their dock each morning.
Oh yeah. So did you have someone get you a pass, or would you?
No, because it was a little private reservoir. I
Boom.
did not get a Michigan fishing license because
yeah.
I was not fishing on public
Fuck
water.
you, Michigan. We don't need licenses all the time from you.
Yeah,
Don't
it
take
seemed
our
like
money, please.
They have a $10 out-of-state pass, but if you want to get a fishing license for a state you don't live in, it's like $76 to get one in Michigan if you don't live there.
How long does a fishing pass last?
It is a year, but I don't know the break-off period. So Ohio's is February to February. So if you buy a fishing pass in Ohio in January, it's only good for a month.
And you still need to pay the full amount, or is it prorated?
It's the full amount. It's not prorated. But if you live in Ohio, it's $19. So like,
Well, that's not bad, I guess. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Was the food was good? The ceremony was
yeah,
good. All that
everything
jazz.
was pretty sweet. It was heartfelt. It was
Nice.
The actual bride and groom, and then the mother of the bride did most of the setup. Mm-hmm. The thing looked gorgeous. They folded like them and several people like 1,000 paper cranes, and it was hanging behind the bridal table.
Elise posted a picture of that, and I saw that today.
So
it was very lovely. It looked really nice. Did you dance? Did you cut a rug on the dance floor?
I did not.
You did not cut a rug on the dance floor? You strike me as a dancer, James.
Yeah, weird.
That's so weird. I don't know. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Well, while you were watching people get married and fall in love, I was fall in love all Saturday with some chicken wings.
So I am very sad that I missed the Pillars of Lakewood Wing Crawl. It is one of my favorite events of the year, but it sounds like a lot of the normal crew was not there this time anyway.
This is
because
true.
of weddings.
Yes, because of more weddings.
But I did see your Judge Regalia.
Did you like it?
It was nice.
It was well worth
were
the
you
$25.
the only one who was doing that as a judge?
You fucking bet I was. There was no one else that I could tell was a judge, except for the owner, Sean of Proper Pig, because I was at Around the Corner at one point getting a drink in my, for those who haven't seen the photo, I had a full judge attire on, so I had the robe, and I had the, like, old school, like, London wig, or I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they are either.
And I had a gavel, and I was up there at the bar trying to get a drink, and the guy turned to me and asked me if I was a judge, and I said, "What gave me away?" And so yeah, Sean, he owns Proper Pig. He's very nice. He's on Chopped, and we have been watching a lot of Chopped the last couple days. So Ashley and I geeked out on his process of Chopped, and I think we talked to him for like 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
We got really excited. So yeah, not a lot of people came because of the wedding stuff, but
well, I'm sure there were a lot of people there, just not.
Yeah, there were. Yeah. It sells out every year. They have 1,000 tickets, and every year it sells out, like, basically a month before the event.
All right, Mr. Judge, what are the best wings on the wing crawl?
Okay.
No, you can't just say I'm a judge and not put this out
there. That's right.
there.
Okay, so when we do the judge stuff, we have to go to 14 places, and they each give you they give you 4 wings, 2 different flavors. They have to make a buffalo, and then they can make one that's called an open flavor, in which you can do anything. It can be whatever you want. It could be double buffalo. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever you feel like best represents your bar. So this, by the way, for those who don't know, this is called the Pillars of Lakewood Wing Crawl. There's 14 places every year. You pay $25 to get a pass. You get wings at every location. You get a whole Saturday afternoon to try to complete it all. You're usually wasted by like hour 2. So My favorite open flavor was the Around the Corners black pepper wings.
Okay.
Which were absolutely delightful.
Nice.
Second place in my book would be Plank Road make coconut wings.
All right, that sounds interesting.
It sounds interesting. They tasted great.
Nice.
I love coconut. I will put coconut in most things if I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I felt about it being on a wing and like however they did it. It was great. It tasted great. It didn't have a crazy kick to it. Buffalo wise, I ended up putting Riverwood as my first contender.
Tavern, right?
Yeah, that's the one by Bethany's place. So yeah, we did that. That was the Buffalo. I think the second one I put down was Booths because I usually like Booths mostly. So yeah, it was a fun time. I was much better at drinking this year. I stuck to strictly vodka and soda.
Okay.
And I gotta tell you, now as a wing crawl veteran, this has probably been my 5th year doing it now. Liquor is the way to go. It's normally cheaper. Our price ranges for vodka soda were either between $3 to $5. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Probably a little bit less filling than beer.
It's a little less filling. I don't feel bloated. And when you're eating all those chicken wings, it gets shitty. I ate a lot of chicken wings, but I also didn't feel like, I feel like garbage today. I'm hungover, obviously, because I kept drinking afterwards too, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, no, it was fun. I'm sad you guys couldn't go. It's like one of our favorite things of the year. And I cannot wait for next August again.
My buddy from Texas was in during last year's. It was wonderful.
Oh, really?
Ben Andrew. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I met him. He was super nice. But yeah, it was fun. We had a blast. I have a feeling that there are gonna be a couple other people with judge wig attire next.
You think you
year.
sold it? You got a lot of positive buzz.
People were. I did it because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
And I said this would be hilarious. If I'm gonna be picked as a judge, I need to go all out. And I said no one else is gonna go all out like I am. So I bought a wig. I bought the gavel. People were fucking going nuts. Calling me Your Honor, Your Majesty. Please approach the wing bench. I said guilty as charged.
Yeah, did you have a nice catchphrase?
I kept saying guilty as charged or case dismissed whenever we're done at a wing location.
All right.
So it was fun. We'll have to go next year. Tell Elise to stop having friends that get married in August. It's just these seems dumb. I will. So because we are in between episodes, we're back on our positive game.
Yeah.
But also we're gonna change it again because.
Well, here's my twist.
Okay, here's your twist.
Okay.
Your twist.
So what I like is our podcast, and it has been around for 2 years now. We're celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the Plucking Petals podcast. The Peddlers are 2 years old.
That's right. We pedaled through
We're the
metal.
Peddlers. Yeah.
We're just the pedal man.
Cool.
So it's been 2 years. We've recorded in multiple locations.
Yeah, we started at a library studio.
That's right, where Kyle had to learn GarageBand, and we fucked it up a bunch of times.
See, it's a good thing. When we started this podcast, we had 2 beta episodes, we called them, where we were just let's do it without the intention of release.
Exactly.
I feel like it helped.
I know we released one of them.
Yeah, there was a.
I don't know where the other one is, to be quite honest with you.
But we missed a week or something. We couldn't put one up when we were still going.
That's what it was. And we were like, let's just put up a shitty
we put up the alpha episode. It had this weird echo on one of our voices, one of the mics. It was built in.
Yeah, that was the thing. We don't own Macs. Well, your girlfriend does, but we don't know how any of that shit works.
Not Macintosh people.
Yeah, we're PC bros. But yeah, so it's been 2 years. This past Thursday, so the 17th.
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
Oh man, why do I waste my time with this shit?
I know, right?
It's good. It's a lot of fun. It gives me an excuse to read about things I don't normally read about.
Exactly.
It's a good excuse to see you. You're living the very busy life right now, and sometimes it's time to
I don't try. I don't want it to happen, but it kind of has to at this point. I feel like this is.
Yeah, so there's a lot of times where this is the only time I see you for stretches of a months or so.
It's you're not the only person. It's most people.
Yeah.
There tends to be days, almost weeks sometimes, where I mostly just see my girlfriend. When I go over her house to go to bed at night, and that's it. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? I'm gonna go pass out now. So believe me, it's not for a lack of trying. But yeah, we started out in the library, and now we're here at your place. We recorded 2 of my different locations.
Yeah.
I don't think we recorded anywhere else, did we?
Did we ever record at my apartment on the east side? I feel like we did not. Mm-mm. We tried once, but we couldn't get the equipment to work.
That's what it was. Yeah. That was This has been a whole learning process.
It is.
Because I don't know about you, but I don't know shit about audio. I'm learning about audio for these 2 years.
That's not really me. That's not my thing.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about audio, and doing this has helped me, if anything, learn a little bit how to produce a podcast. Okay.
Do you feel like you're getting it? Do you feel like you're learning how to produce a podcast?
Yes and no. I wish I had more time to put into doing like hard edits and stuff like that. But also that means we would need to talk for a lot longer. And I kind of I'm very much about, hey, if it's a conversation and we don't say anything stupid, I'm not going to cut it out because it's just how conversations go.
Yeah.
If it's too produced, it becomes too serial or S-Town.
Which I think those have their places.
They do.
But I get your point.
That's more serialized.
Although maybe when people knock on the window, that should be edited out.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Also was hungover when we recorded that.
Kyle, did you just live your life hungover, man?
No.
Is this a problem? I feel like you bring that up a lot.
Sundays. Well, we normally record on Sundays. Sundays and a lot of stuff that we do is on Saturdays. Like all-day drinking events, like wing crawl, and we did camping.
This one is an excuse.
This
and then
is
after
an excuse.
camping,
This is a little bit of an excuse. That's fine. I'm here and alive. What are we gonna do here? I'm still here. This is gonna be at least 2 more years of this podcast, and then I could just.
I'm just wondering if one day you're gonna wake up and walk out, and everyone you know is sitting there, and this particular line of dialogue is gonna be used as part of your intervention to explain, Kyle, you have a problem.
They're gonna put it on they're gonna record it to a cassette, and then buy a cassette player.
They'll go through the entire backlog, and you even brought in hangovers as a problem, and they'll just here's every time you said you were hungover. It's every episode, Kyle. You have a problem.
Our old format, we used to do a like and a dislike, and I think one of my likes was day drinking because of the wing crawl, and my dislikes were hangovers because of the wing crawl. And I think one day that probably that'll only happen if I stop doing all the work that I'm doing. Because if you see me become super lazy, you know I have gone into a dark place. And I can't work.
What's with all the bottles of Tito's, Kyle?
Except there's just so much. There's just soda bottles all over the place. Just limes against the wall and lemons. I don't know, whatever. A vodka Gimli. So
vodka Gimli?
That's what he says, though. He says vodka Gimli.
It's a gimlet.
Oh.
That's a real drink. Vodka Gimli is a dwarf from Lord of the Rings. Ma. You're gonna have to toss me.
Doesn't he talk about, doesn't he have an axe or something?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes.
I don't really remember much about Lord of the Rings. Did I ever tell you that I only read the last book of Lord of the Rings?
You might have, but why don't you regale us with this story?
When I was in 6th grade, we had a reading program. They made us read books because it's a reading program. And they just had piles of books. You pick one of the books, you do a test, you pass the test, you pass the class, whatever. In the basket that I got to choose from was the last Lord of the Rings book.
Hey, the King's back.
Yeah. Which is called The Three Kings?
No, The Return of the King.
Sure. Gotcha. Trying to follow that as a 6th grader without any knowledge that it's a third part of a trilogy, I failed that test 6 times before I just barely passed it. Because I was just, at that point, I was learning to memorize answers. Because I could not
And that one's tough. All the character names are just very similar. And the 6th grader
who doesn't have
Sauron,
no idea where people
Aragorn,
are.
Arwen, yeah.
I just guessed. I literally just guessed at a certain point. So do you want to go over some past
I thought that we were kind of casually working into that. We just talked about day drinking and hangovers.
Perfect. You see that?
We were going well, and you had to hit the brakes on that shit.
I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. That's all. So let's talk about. I think on the list that I gave you, it's only problems. I don't know where any of our likes are anymore.
Oh, that's fine.
I think I just deleted them because I thought we were going in a different direction. This probably shouldn't be said on air, but it is because I'm not going to edit it out because this has been 2 years of non-editing.
How this shit works.
Okay, so we have lists of all of our problems from the old episodes and old formats to our new formats and whatnot. So we're just going to go over a couple of them and just want to make sure that we're kind of still on the same page or what changed and whatnot. So I'm going to start out with a real humdinger for you. James, in a previous episode, you said that you did not like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Now,
so for those of you that don't know,
yes, please
I
explain.
spent an entire episode ranting about it.
Yes.
And then I even harped on it a little bit with the microtransactions one.
That's true.
So since that time, Kyle's roommate has gifted me the game because I didn't want to give it my own money. So I've played maybe 8 rounds of it.
Yes.
I am having fun with it, but it is exactly what I expected.
Yep.
It is. So we managed to, me, Jason, your roommate, and my buddy Steve, and I think a random guy, I can't remember, I think he was already dead by this point, managed to come in first place in a squad game.
Hell yeah. How did that feel?
Well, I felt like we did nothing except happen to get lucky by being in the circle, and then when it come down, like as it was shrinking, we stayed near the edge, managed to just kill the last squad. But it still was cool, but yeah, a lot of the time is just doing nothing. You're opening doors and you're looking for guns, and then you get shot in the face, or you're opening doors and looking for guns, and then you get shot in the face. But you know what? It is an excuse to like hang out with friends and kind of have fun and do that. Good. But yeah, I don't know.
You and I had a great boating adventure.
Yeah, we had one where, for those of you who don't know, it's got kind of a little Hunger Games battle royale system where the map shrinks, and if you're outside that zone, you're taking damage. So Kyle and I played a game where we made it pretty decently into it by just basically getting into a boat and driving through the part where you're taking damage and just being hard to shoot at and hit.
Yeah.
But you did have a very clutch moment. We drove by this other boat, and I got knocked out. And you just turned around and ghosted both of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, because we finally got into the safe zone. We're no longer taking damage, and we're healing up because we need health, obviously. And this boat comes by, shoots our boat. The boat becomes incapacitated. They turn around and do a loop thing, like some Miami Vice bullshit. They start firing at us. I take a shot, take 2 shots. They're both down. Yeah. Boy, was it goddamn beautiful. And then we used their boat as cover as we got closer and closer into the game. And we ended up being in 4th place by being total dicks.
Yeah, I don't think I got another kill. I did get a few hits on people.
I got one more kill that round. I think I sniped some guy. But I'm glad, see, you're having fun, though.
It has moments, it does. It has moments. I still, like, my problems with the game are not gone. I want it to exit early access. It's already got, what was I going to say here? I forget, but something.
Has full support from Xbox already. Like, they bought exclusive rights to have the game with Steam. Like,
Does it have marketplace items already? Is that why?
Yes.
Yeah.
It literally just started doing
That's what was bothering me. I feel like, so for those of you that don't know, there are items in game you can buy and trade with real money in video games. And I harp on this early access thing a lot. I don't think you should be allowed to have marketplace items on an early access game.
This is true. I agree on that one.
Yeah.
I've been looking at the marketplace. I sold a couple of items that I don't use in the game because they're all cosmetic stuff, and it's still fun. But I'm glad you got the game, and I'm glad you're having fun with it. And I hope one day it'll change your mind that everything's
well, if they release the game, then I won't be as hard. Then it's just a game I play with my friends. But right now, it's an embodiment of what I think is wrong with the industry.
But also in the play style of us looting and stuff like that, I think it just depends on who you're playing with.
No, it is. It's all like, I don't like really the solo. It's a social experience. You're like all your buddies, but then
but when I'm playing, like I like playing fast games. So like I'll jump into like a highly populated area. I just get a shotgun and we're just gonna. The game might last 5 minutes, but it's fun. But I know sometimes I usually play with duos or squads. We tend to go farther out on purpose to get more ammo and gather and whatnot. So. Yeah, no, I'm glad you have the game, and I'm glad you're playing with us.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's a fun time. I didn't really want to mention, but I'm going to mention that I was also pretty drunk that night that we played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, I was I think I sung at your friend Steve for a while.
You did. That was the thing that happened because I got killed pretty quickly in one of those. It was we ran into another squad. There was I downed a guy.
Yeah,
and then he was crawling, and I just should have known he had buddies around, but I just walked up to him and like execution style blew out the back of his head.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I
So I
always
got
do
killed
that.
right after I did that.
I always do that when I know I'm gonna die, and I just like want to get that kill off.
Just like, welcome to Earth.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna get shot a bunch of times because your friends are coming. I want to make sure that you can no longer enjoy this game with them. Like that's the most ideal strategy that I could ever have. Is just be a total dick.
Mm-hmm. So do you still not like soup?
No, I really, guys. There's no change in the soup game for Kyle. Now I had an interesting query about that though. Do you consider ramen to be a soup?
No.
Okay, because I don't either, but other people do, and they tell me that because it's a broth base, that it's a soup, and I disagree.
Stews aren't
fully.
soup.
Exactly. And
just because you have broth doesn't mean it's a soup, man.
Look, I know. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, boss.
Are roux soup like?
No, they're more porridge because they're thicker.
Yeah, right.
They're more porridge.
I'm
but
just like making
but
my point.
Roux is its own highway vehicle.
I just think we're getting into crazy talk here.
I know.
Ramen
Hey,
soup.
hey, man. It's,
hey, that glass of water soup.
That's right. It's got water broth in it. Let's fucking party.
Ice cube broth.
Ice cube broth. God damn it. Speaking of food, our man Guy Fieri is going to Columbus in a couple weeks. I'm gonna try to see if I can meet him. We'll see.
Why didn't you let me on your TV show?
Question 1. How'd you like the video? Question 2. Why wasn't I picked for your reality TV show? Question 3. Do you want to punch my left or right side of my face? You get one for free before the cops come. Yeah. Those are my 3 questions. He's doing like a cooking demo at like some kind of lawn and garden thing in Columbus. Oh. And he's doing so they may have a meet and greet. So I'm like kind of up like looking at the website every day. It's on a weekend, so I can go down there for a little bit. Meet the guy himself. I'd pay money to shake his hand and get punched. So, anyways, that was my food transition.
I don't really have anything against Guy Fieri.
I don't either. Yeah. I don't either. I'd be honored. That's fine. I still want one of those lean cuisines that he signed and tossed out for a while. Yeah. Did you see that video?
I did.
God, it's so good. It's so solid. How about? No, those are my problems. Well, here we go. This is topical. The Browns, because the Browns have just started doing pre-games again, I think. Are they pre-games?
No, they did. I know they had at least one against the Saints, okay. And I'm not sure who else.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a huge football person. I can't remember specifically why I brought them in. Yeah. Was it because of stadium pricing, probably? Because I hate how the sin tax on alcohol, a lot of that goes to, like, tax dollars are paying for the stadium.
Exactly.
But here's like, all right, so I do kind of like the stats and numbers of sports.
Yeah.
Like, so I really am curious. The Detroit Lions had a completely defeated season not too long ago. Okay. I don't want to miss. I could have been 10 years. I could have been 5. I can't. Yeah,
you don't know. Just in the past, at some point.
But then they were a playoff team.
Yeah.
How did they make that change? Like, what do we need to do as the Browns to like get to the point where we start being a winning team?
The Detroit Tigers, they are
not the Lions.
The Lions. Yeah. Who are the Detroit Tigers? That doesn't exist, right?
No, it exists.
Who are the Detroit Tigers? Is that the baseball team? Mm-hmm. Man, they're all like Lions and Tigers. Do they? Oh, they also no, they don't have the Bears.
It's Chicago that has the Bears.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I guess we could have people who could play the game a little better. I think we always lack synergy. It seems like we're all just like out there in a kerfuffle.
So I mean, I don't like some of these famous franchises. I mean, I don't know, professional team. That was a bad way to start that, but a lot of more popular and more successful franchises seem to go with a coach and stick with it.
Yes.
And I wonder if that's just seriously our problem, is that we're just rolling out coaches, and so we don't have a cohesive idea at all.
Exactly. You can't learn how a whole team is played with 12 games in a season, maybe? I think it's 12.
16.
16?
17 weeks you get.
Oh, you get the one bye week. Yeah. Gotcha. I want to go tailgating this year. I haven't been in a couple of years. Have you been tailgating before?
No, but we were all right. So I was at the wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
And I think the people in the room next to me, their vacation was just staying at the Best Western. Because they were like
That's
all
awesome.
day outside in front on those outdoorsy chairs. They had a pickup truck right in front of them. They had the grill pulled down and an actual grill on it, and they were making kebabs. They had a black lab sitting there with them.
In a Case Western parking lot?
No, in a Best Western parking lot.
A Best Western parking lot. That fucking kicks ass.
So they're just sitting there drinking domestic canned beers and hanging out in front of the Best Western. This was on Saturday or Sunday? This was on Saturday, but they were still there on Sunday. But we left. Yeah. We pieced out around 9.
Oh my god, I have so many questions for them. We'll never know more about these people.
What the hell they're doing?
I'm gonna start giving you recording equipment and start interviewing people because I know how much you like strangers. So that'd be an ideal situation. What about now? You have a problem, as I recall from this list that I'm reading. Just dollar cheeseburgers.
Yeah, so I liked having Stoops here for that problem.
Yes.
But yeah, that problem, if you don't remember, was I was talking about how our food really doesn't cost as much money as it should.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the problem of like the horrible conditions the animals are kept in is because that's the only way you can get a dollar cheeseburger.
Yeah.
But there is also, the issue of poverty and like there are a lot of people who couldn't pay for more food or like more expensive food. So I just going with it's a very complicated issue.
Yeah, I could dig it. I was thinking about getting cheeseburgers the other day actually because I was drinking and I'm like I would love to not make food and burn myself, but drunk cooking is fun. Have you ever drunk cooked before?
I mean,
it's a blast.
Despite the fact that I work in the industry, I don't think I spend a lot of time actually drunk. Gotcha. I'm usually a beer or two a day person, and like during the wedding and kind of get myself a nice little buzz going.
Was it an open bar at the wedding?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever been to a wedding that didn't have an open bar. Now that I think about it, I think it's also like a normal thing. I did go to a wedding once where they didn't have alcohol.
Yeah, I've done a few of those. But one thing I've started doing is I don't mix. I'm either drinking hard liquor tonight, so I'm just gonna sip on some bourbon, or I'm drinking beer. I don't like to mix those. That's when I get the oh man, I had more than I wanted, and I don't feel good the next day.
You get all sicky.
So I feel like with beer, you can get a good pace going, or just kind of sipping on that hard liquor, get yourself going.
Get that hard liquor. Yeah. Is Bull Bourbon still for you, or Buffalo Trace?
See, I mean, like I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast. Buffalo Trace was my go-to. I loved it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it on shelves for a while.
No.
I think Japan was buying it all up.
I feel like they're not a whiskey culture, but I guess
Well, no, they're getting really into it.
Okay, that's cool.
So then all of a sudden it started popping back on shelves. You could get it again, and I had a glass, and it just was like paint thinnery. It was harsh. It was not what I remember liking about Buffalo Trace at all.
Do you think they're kind of pandering to that market over in Japan then?
I don't know. So I don't know if they rushed stuff out to kind of meet more demand, or really
That's true.
Maybe it was my palate that day, but I swear this happened more than once.
Yeah.
Or, it just wasn't pleasant to me.
Do you, is there such thing as Japanese whiskey?
I don't know. Okay. I know they're starting to get really big into making scotch, although it's technically not scotch because it's not from Scotland, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's becoming more popular there. It's like a lot of the Eastern cultures, like westernizing on a lot of things. I know a big thing that's happening in China is the middle class is emerging there, and you're getting more and more people that are part of it, and they want to eat more meat. So it's in the near future, we will probably see a pretty big spike in the cost of red meat.
Gotcha. I'm gonna start becoming vegetarian, I guess, to save cash.
Cash.
I don't. Well, then again, I don't.
So that
kind of
goes back to my dollar cheeseburger thing.
That's
so
true. Look at that full circle game. You're getting so much better at podcasting over these 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
And that one little hiatus that I had for the summer of writing, but we've gotten better at this. I think
like
as I hit my nose on the microphone, we're getting better.
It's like
at
when
this.
you're during that tangent, you got to think what we were talking about, and a nice way to bring it back around.
There you go. Yeah. It's goddamn beautiful. I was gonna say about Japan.
Did you ever wear the fanny pack yet?
No, I haven't gotten a chance. I had to finish something at work, so I didn't take a break on Friday.
Okay, yeah.
But that's tomorrow's
Nice.
adventure. I am very excited. For those who are catching us now, James bought me a fanny pack for all the mall walking I've been doing as of late because I want to stretch my legs a little bit.
Yeah, during the recording of our last episode of the podcast.
That's right.
On air, I bought Kyle a fanny pack for mall walking.
And I gotta say, looks gorgeous. It is a pink camo Boy, is it going to stick out, and boy, am I going to get beat up by teens at the mall. I cannot wait. I can put all my free samples in there, maybe. On teriyaki chicken and the Charlie's
maybe, like,
California.
load it up with some Ziploc bags beforehand.
That's a good idea. There was a couple people at the wing crawl yesterday doing that, and I'm like, that's a good idea. I don't think they reheat well, but people just like taking their wings, just not eating them, and just putting them in a bag and bouncing. Like, hell yeah.
So do you want to talk about why we suck as millennials? Because that was, I think that was your problem. I don't see it on the list.
I had millennials as a problem?
Millennial hate?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you want to go over that article?
Yeah, I think that'd
Let's
be
go
a good
over the
time to do
article.
that.
So I found one the other day that I very much was sold just on the title alone. It was called "Millennials Are Killing the Napkin Industry."
Let's hear it.
Well, before we start this, when was the last time you bought napkins? Grab napkins, bought napkins.
I buy paper towels. I don't ever buy napkins.
Okay.
I think it is a superior product.
Okay. I also do the paper towel thing. I buy it in bulk. But when I'm at Chipotle, I will grab all the napkins I can before I leave.
So I would actually love to see the economics on this. There are those brown, thin napkins that are like with the recycle logo. They're talking about how environmentally friendly they are.
Yeah.
That are capable of absorbing a single molecule of liquid, and then you have to grab another one.
Yep.
Am I really saving the environment by using 50 million of those versus like one actual napkin?
Nope, not at all.
Because do you know the grocery store reusable bags?
Yeah.
This information might be a little dated. Maybe they got better at it. But the last time I looked at it, you needed to use one of those reusable grocery bags 80 times for it to have a less of an impact than the plastic bags.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know about you, Elise has some of those and the handles rip after like 10 uses.
Yeah. Is that like a reusable bag?
No, that's just a bag.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I like that bag. It's way more than 10 uses, but
Yeah.
So I don't buy any napkins. I buy paper towels. It says millennials are killing the paper napkin industry. By the way, this is from businessinsider.com. You can't have the word business in your website if you don't know anything about business. So I believe them as people. Younger consumers are opting instead for paper towels at the dinner table. The Washington Post reports. So they're aggregating information. So fuck you, Business Insider. The Post points to a survey conducted by Mintel, the same company that discovered millennials find cereal too much work to eat. Hold on. That might be the next article we're gonna do. I don't find cereal too much work to eat.
No, I like cereal a lot. I've cut back on it because I read the back of a box once, and even on like anything,
and
it's like, this is 90% sugar.
Yeah, just a little bit. This highlights that only 56% of shoppers said that they bought napkins in the last 6 months. However, 86 survey that they've had purchased paper towels. They're a superior product. They're bigger and they cost less. Although my parents, I went over there today to have some pancakes with my family, and my parents had bought conversation starter napkins. They're amazing. My dad bought them because the one had a wiener dog on it. My parents have a wiener dog, and he didn't know it had words on it until he opened the entire package. And they're like stuff like, make a rap about a good thing that happened to you today. Or like, what was the weirdest thing you saw last week? It's like all weird shit like that. But those are a giant eagle, I think. Anyways, consumers view napkins as a less economical choice than paper towels, according to the survey. As consumer goods company Georgia Pacific marketing director Dan Nierenberg told the Post, it's one less thing to buy.
But I feel like if your hands are wet, a paper towel will take the liquid away and you will have a dry hand.
That's true.
A napkin will peel off and you will now have a wet, flaky, with napkin paper hand.
It's like you just grab like a wet toilet paper.
Yeah,
like, it's the same thing. The Washington Post notes several other reasons for the decline of the napkin. Decline of the Napkin sounds like an amazing documentary I want to make. That's for fucking certain. For one, paper towels are more functional than napkins thanks to their ability to clean up messes of all sizes. Additionally, the Post notes that fewer millennials are eating meals at home, which is also contributing to the decline of napkin purchases.
I feel like I've seen articles explaining how we're eating at home more, which is killing restaurants, and we're eating at home less, which is killing stuff like this.
I thought it was I heard we were going out and spending all of our money with restaurants. because you don't have anything else to live for.
Oh,
it's
I
just
see.
food.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last couple one that I've read. I haven't read the one like I've read an article that said we know that going out sucks. I mean, we do obviously. But it's like I like going out and eating food. It's like one thing that I really
social.
enjoy.
It's it's kind of awkward to just be like, hey, dude, you want to hang out and sit and do nothing, or you can be like, let's just go get a drink and a meal and something good to talk about, and you're supporting a local business. Like, I'm all into that.
That's easy. I like, especially in our Lakewood, Cleveland area.
Yeah, we live in a great area.
We go and get food sometimes, and it's all that. So yeah, it was a short article, but I'm glad we're destroying the napkin game. Maybe they can make paper towels instead.
It's a pointless product. I think the paper towel is better in every way.
It's fine, especially nowadays. Like most restaurants do the same thing too. Like all barbecue places do, where they just have the paper towel rack in the middle of the goddamn table. Absolutely. So does Barrio. Yeah, it's like you don't need it. You don't need the napkin. It's awful. They always cost more. It's never like a economical thing like the Washington Post tells us. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like. Napkins are fun, but only when they're free. That's usually my motto to all of this, personally. I think I just rhymed all of that.
Yeah, you did.
Anyways.
So how do you feel about city-based identity? You said the Cleveland, Lakewood area talking about...
Yeah, still hate it. I still think it is... I saw a lot of Cleveland shirts yesterday. Some were better than others, obviously. But I still think that stuff is just a lack of... personality, and you just need a little something. One shirt's fine. I think I said that last time. You can have a shirt. Shirts are fun. Sitting for something, or I was just really like being the friend that helps everyone move all the time, and it's never the latter.
I kind of we were at this wedding, and it doesn't fit because at a wedding you're dressed up. If you showed up in a shirt where you're from, you're seriously underdressed for this kind of event. But I do kind of like
just a little bit.
There is something. Hey, I'm wearing a Cleveland shirt at a wedding in Michigan, and it's something to talk about. And I don't know. I can see that as being an icebreaker. Like when you travel, you're representing where you're from.
That's true. But it's like how, like you must be really proud of your city. I guess I've never felt that proud of where I live. It's just a place that I live. I feel like I have no connection to it.
I mean, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I do. I like living here quite a bit. We've got a lot of stuff. It's very affordable. I know we don't have like the glitz and glamour of the big cities, like in Chicago, where you can go 4 a.m. on a Sunday and find whatever you want. Cleveland is dead at that point in time.
Exactly. I think if it's overbearing, it's a problem. So, for example, literally at the end of the wing crawl yesterday, I was outside. I was trying to turn in my ballot or whatever. And this drunk guy came up to me and started yelling at me about my attire. And I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Turns out, people wear the same attire that I do for someone who plays on the Yankees. Like, that's like...
What?
Yeah, I think his last name is Judge or something. Or they call him the Judge.
I see.
I don't know. This guy got in my fucking face about it. That's where I draw the line right there. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that's the kind of sports fanaticism I don't understand. Now, being excited for something, like, there is a kind of, like, I don't want to over, like, spiritualize it, but magic that goes with everyone, like, cheering for your team. Yeah. It's a kind of atmosphere environment that can't be recreated by. Yeah. But I hate it when it, like, turns to that rivalry hate. Yeah. And I think in America, we are really bad compared to Europe because, like, their football, or their,
although they kill
football,
people over there
soccer. This is
for
what I'm saying.
Football.
Yeah, they have to be separated by like police lines, and it's just brutal over there.
Mm-hmm. I get like that's. I think if I say city-based identity now, it's more of the sports culture of just like the machoism of like you don't like what I like, so I'm gonna beat it out of you. So yeah, that guy got in my face about it, and I'm like, dude, it's 7:00, and like he walked away before I had like a good quip to tell him because he probably would have punched me if I would have kept talking to him. And his friend came back and like apologized to him, like it's fine. I'm like, I said, but if I see him again, like that's not gonna. I'm like, don't get him near me. I'm like, did nothing wrong. Like
case dismissed.
I literally told him like, I don't know what your relationship with is. I'm like, your friend's a jackass. And I'm like, he has no right to come up to me and tell me that I didn't do anything wrong.
And even if, like, you were doing it for that reason, I guess you said because there's a player on the Yankees with the last name Judge, so people do that, you're allowed to like that.
Exactly. And I get a little harassment. Like, that's fine. Like, calling someone like, oh.
But I don't really think you should bust the chops of strangers. Now, if you're at the game and you're wearing, like, I go to a Cleveland game and I'm wearing the Cubs shirt when we're playing the Cubs.
Yeah.
Which only happens in whatever happened in the World Series again.
Yeah.
So maybe this isn't the best example, but it's
keep going, though.
You can kind of bust that guy's chops there, but, keep it friendly.
It's in that. It's like, once again, it's like a stranger and, like, I'm hanging out with my friends.
If you're just not at the game itself, don't go and scream in someone's face for wearing a rival team something.
He was such a dumbass. And I'm like, dude, like, no, don't do this right now. Like, I had such a good day. You're about to ruin it. Like, if you throw a punch, like, this is not going to go well. One, I'm going to hit, I bruise like a banana. But two, I have a lot more people around me than you do. And you probably won't win. Not that I want to fight someone. When's the last time you got in a fight, by the way?
I don't fight.
You don't fight? You never been in a fight before? Not even like a grade school fight?
No, I mean, like, and then I fought with my younger brother, but I've never been in a real fight.
I fought my sister all the time. But yeah, I've been in a couple of fights as a kid. I was a badass. Not really. I had jean shorts on. Fuck that.
Well, nothing says badass like jean shorts.
That's right. Exactly. How about the Dakota Access Pipeline protesters?
That was a pretty hot topic. I can't believe I brought that in.
It is very. Now it just doesn't matter. I think
everyone forgot about it, and I can't remember. I heard it actually leaked. I don't know.
Oh, I did read about that. Yes, probably from the Washington Post, to be quite honest with you. Well, then how about the Powerball?
I still think lotteries
are you betting down?
Are attacks on the poor.
I agree. I still agree on that one. Did you? My sister's boyfriend played Keno at the bar yesterday a bunch. Do you play Keno at all?
No, I never have.
Okay, I still don't know how that game works. I think you just guess numbers.
No, it's what it is. They're just random drawings. There's a machine, and you go fill out your numbers, put it in the thing, and then based on the numbers that draw on the next board, you can win some money.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like bingo, I think, is the closest thing.
Okay.
But it's not whoever gets it first. It's just how close you are.
Gotcha.
The numbers pulled.
I was going to say... I read this wrong, and I thought it said muscles, but it says measles. So, I mean, we could branch off into anything at that point. So.
Yeah. Measles,
Still bad?
It's still really bad.
Out of camp measles?
Yeah, that's
weird.
I did that
that's
one because I discovered exactly how it kills you. But it really is an anti-vaccination problem, which many people have harped on the problems of anti-vaxxing way harder and more articulate than I could.
Gotcha.
But get your damn kids vaccinated.
Damn right. If you have children and you don't stick needles in them to make them better, I don't like you as a person. All right.
You're putting all our lives at risk.
That's right. How about you give me one more, and then we'll do our happy ending. How does that sound?
How you feeling about Loot Crate?
Ooh. I literally just recorded a song for the album where I had a line that said, oh man, I wonder if I can pull it up here. I don't like Loot Crate still. I think Loot Crate is garbage, and I think they're only getting worse. And they're really prying on people to like just get the monthly one now instead of like just 1 month subscription. Like they're really trying to sell that nowadays.
Have I talked to you about this on the podcast yet? I tried a subscription service like an idiot.
No, which one was it?
It was called Postfly. It's
it was. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Did I do it on the podcast, though?
I think so.
Yeah. Mistake. The flies were terrible.
So I made, this is one of the lines from my new song. This is a worldwide exclusive. This is just one small part. I say, we're done here. Leave a review, but only praise in your description. I hope I didn't fill you with disappointment like a monthly box subscription. And that's part of a song that I wrote.
I like it.
So that should be kind of a flat line of how I still feel about that bullshit in my life. It's not as prevalent anymore, though, I noticed. I feel like that's I think those are dying down now. I think the food ones are big, but not...
Yeah, I know because I'm listening to The Adventure Zone right now. We talked about it before. I'm maybe 15, 20 episodes in.
Are you? We just started 2 today.
Episode 2 or the Arc 2?
Episode 2.
Gotcha.
We're slow.
No, it's fine.
I'm slow.
I love that.
Ashley's like trying to listen to it by herself, so I think I'm just going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to catch up, so I have a problem with that. All right, so how about I texted James because he didn't have time to finish our reverse happy endings. But in the reverse happy ending, we take something that's good and we have to make a You know, something
what's
bad.
bad about it?
Yeah. So James had texted me butts.
Butts?
Butts.
It's where humans remove waste from. That's not a fun part of that.
That's gross. And if we're gonna take it another way, like people tend to put like butts out like in front of buildings, and it's really gross when I step on them or smell them.
Cigarette butts.
I don't know.
No, that's nice. I like that a lot.
It could be either or.
That's a good one.
He didn't specify.
So one thing that drives me crazy, and I'm sure I've mentioned it before, is people that are very like, you know, don't litter, I'm environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
And they're smokers and they just throw their cigarette butt on the ground.
Yeah.
That is not biodegradable. You were literally littering right there.
Most things are biodegradable nowadays, but they still haven't done that with a cigarette. Like, I don't know why. Is it the filter? It's the filter.
I don't know, but it's disgusting. It's like covered in your germs and terrible carcinogens, and it's just sitting there on the ground. It's disgusting. It smells bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, butts at the same time, like, it's just...
Can we argue it's... I mean, not that I'm super into pop music top 40, but it seems to be kind of, like, just infesting it. They're all about... All the songs are about butts. Can we sing about something other than a butt? Like...
no, because, like, butts are the thing right now. There's another millennial article that I had saved that we could talk about later saying that millennials don't like boobs anymore. They're all just about butts.
I saw that one.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I can't imagine it's super written
Right,
well,
I saw that one because you sent me an email with some of these articles.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Maybe
can't
not
remember
that
what I
one.
sent you.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm tired.
It is.
I'm
We could tell
tired.
we're both exhausted.
It's fine. I understand. But yes, any closing remarks on why butts are bad?
I think we kind of hit all the important points.
Cool beans. Who was dancing on your roof?
New people moved in upstairs, so I don't know if this is part of the process or this is what life is like now.
God, I hope it's not what life is now. James, what are you into this week, good buddy?
I don't know. I just got home.
That's
from
cool. How about
driving
sitting?
Michigan.
Is sitting something that you're into this
being
week?
home is nice, but you know, I'll do a little earnest moment.
Okay.
We went to this wedding. It was nice, and maybe I should save this for a full episode late, but it's like human connection, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's your family and your friends that really make life worth anything. And I know that's like a stupid Hallmark statement, but it was just nice to see, like, for some reason, I liked it. It touched me, but it's nice to see a celebration of like a really positive human connection. And it really makes you appreciate
without problem and
who I have in my life, and I really do have some great people in my life, and including you, Kyle. So thank you for all this.
That was genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Save it for 2 more weeks. You're taking that as your next like. I don't even care.
Okay,
I will.
Gonna
do that though. You're gonna be the sappiest motherfucker, and I don't care.
I'll let sap out once, and then I'll go back to being an emotionless robot.
That's all I want. That's what people want once in a while. Every 2 years, James gets sappy and emotional, and that's all we want. Right. For me, I got a show on Thursday because it comes out on Tuesday. I have a show with Psycho Stick August 24th at the Agora. Which is going to be super fun. And then I have a show September 6th, which is a Wednesday. I'm opening for my man Froggy Fresh. I'm currently doing a Facebook contest right now. If you share the event and you make it known to me that you're sharing it, I will put you in a drawing for 2 free tickets to the Froggy Fresh show. They're just regular tickets. They're not VIP tickets. So you won't be able to meet the man. But if you want VIP tickets, they're still available. Shout outs to the Sweet Nothings podcast with Tony and Freddie. Freddie made all of my t-shirts, the ones that I'm going to be selling at the new shows and whatnot. They're on their 10th episode right now, and I believe they just called us we are their sister podcast, so we definitely have to talk about that. Yeah.
Well, are they going to invite us on or something? I don't even know what their podcast is about. It's a good time to explain it.
It's a very story-driven podcast. I enjoy it because I like stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend listening. That's on YouTube. I'll send you links and stuff like that.
Sure.
And so if they want to be on, if they listen to it by this far, and you guys want to be on sometime as guests, we can make that happen because you guys are pretty close to me. I think that's it. Anything else? Mayor Wertz, you can follow my stuff. Follow us, like, and subscribe. Tell someone about the podcast.
Friend me on Steam, baby aspirin. Let's play some games. I got that pub battleground.
That's
now.
right.
Battle leg.
And you friend us on Steam. We got Baby Aspirin, and then I'm Mary Berry.
Matty Batty.
Matty Batty from the Great British Bake Off. So James, I think this has been fun. Like 2 years has gone by, and I hope we keep doing this for more than 2 years.
I hope so, too.
Unless I die.
Come on, man.
And then you'll have to do it with just like a Weekend at Bernie's thing. How does that sound?
If music plays, you can podcast. It's
That's
not you
fine.
dance. You just podcast normally.
I keep saying about city-based identities over and over again. I can't help it. All right, this has been the Plucking Petals podcast with James and Kyle. As always, I am Kyle.
And I was in the sun for like 10 minutes, so I'm sunburned.
Have a good day.